Hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. In the last part, we did the 3.1 dungeons, the Think Fair, and unlocked Thornton Extreme. Let's do one more check to see if there's a group. There is not. So, Sky Pirates. Arr. Ah, you have the look of a lass who has seen her fair share of trouble. Mayhap you'd be willing to help with mine? I need a capable sort to head into the Sea of Clouds and track down my missing airship. I had to mortgage my soul to get that vessel built, so winning the contract of ferry supplies out to Cloudtop was a real weight off my mind. But seems my luck ended there. My ship was due back in Ishgard bells ago, and I've been praying for a glimpse of her sails ever since. Can't help fearing the worst. What if she's run afoul of sky pirates? My creditors will have their ponds of flesh. You think me foolish to fear piracy so far above the waves? Let me tell you that no honest merchant is safe now that airship production has, if you will excuse the pun, taken off. Any scoundrel with a sack coin and vague sense of direction can terrorize the skies. Oh yes, this new breed of buccaneers like to paint themselves as dashing explorers, braving the unknown. The truth of their nature is right there in the name, Sky Pirates. Give it half a chance, they'll strip your ship of every last scrap of cargo and cry yah-ha-ha as they launch you screaming over the rails. I've heard the stories. Please, you must make haste to Camp Cloudtop. That's where the shipment was bound. It inquires the fate of my poor ship. Oh, and my poor helmsman. Ask Rentremont. He'll know, if any man does. Alright. Camp Cloudtop. A supply airship has gone missing, you say? Well, that would certainly explain why our provisions are so late in arriving. I did in fact spy a vessel charting an erratic course northwards a short while ago, but as it seemed disinclined to make port here, I paid it little mind. Not the most compelling piece of evidence, I grant you, but I have witnessed naught else of interest. Suggest you investigate the landmass to the north. Rest assured, I will send word if I spy any other sign of our errant supply ship. Alright, north we go. I'm gonna overshoot it in my bid to try and fix my blankets, aren't I? Oh, no, we did overshoot. Ah, I did it. Got there. Hey, a nice ship. We'll make some good coin from this haul, and we'll see if this fool is worth the ransom. And I say, these fellows made to plunder my cargo. What have we got here then? Think you're some sort of hero, do you? That's what they call me. So, you know. I'm like tiny compared to them. Just like, yeah, try and get through me. Well then, you won't mind if me mates here join the fun. Make for a more heroic tale, won't it? Tale of how 3 sky pirates fed a meddling little shite her own bloody eyes. Okay, the thing I say about being little, it's supposed to be tough. It's me. What the? Oh gods, I know that ship. It's... a funky mana cutter. So you're the Scrags we've been dragging our good name through the mud. You're Red Leopard. We ain't done naught to you or yours. What do you want with us? I think I made me position pretty clear. You take on the mantle Sky Pirate, you agree to a certain code of conduct. And codes ain't worth much if folk go around breaking them. Frankly, lads, you're making us look bad, and we can't have that. No hard feelings, though, eh? Oh, thank you, Mr. Leofard. Thank you. Sir, my master will wish to repay you. If your employer does business in Ishgard, he likely knows a merchant or two what trades with me associates. Tell him to say it's for Leofard, and any reward should reach me soon enough. As for you, adventurer, tan off and someone beats me to the scene, but then I expect not less from such a hero such as yourself, Arya. That is who you are, ain't it? I don't know too many other lasses with one of them marvelous many colors the Ironworks dreamed up. Yeah? Well then, it seems you've saved me the trouble of tracking you down. I've been hoping to have a word with you, you see. Oh no, I know what this means. I'll put it to you straight. I'll need someone to help me out with the little venture I have in mind. Someone used to taking a few risks. Now, this wouldn't be no black-hearted brigand's work, so don't go worrying yourself on that account. Unlike them thieving curs just now, I don't hold with robbing the honest folks. For me, you see, the Sky Pirate's life is all about freedom. Freedom to go where you will, to find out what lies beyond the next cloud. If you're interested in joining us on an adventure worthy of the name, then look for me standard in the northern reaches of the Blue Window. Someone will be waiting to greet you. Okay. So, let's locate the standard, which is, when they say north, they mean part of the map I literally have never been. Yay! I overshot it, but I just know something's running on my computer that I don't want running. So, hopefully I can close it and maybe cut down like 0.01% of lag. Jeez, a lot of stuff is... Really a lot of stuff is trying to run on my computer. That's far enough, stranger. If you value your life, tell me true. Did you stumble upon this market by chance, or are you here by invitation? Yeah? And that would make you the hero the captain said to watch out for. Well met. Name's Stacia. Leofard would call me his right-hand woman, but I feel more like a bloody nursemaid, God's truth be told. Ahem. Anyway, my thanks to you for coming to hear him out. If you'd follow me, I'll take you to the Red Bill's nest. Cool. This NPC is totally rocking part of my Machinist glam on my main character. Sorry. I'm like, oh gosh, what? Where's the body piece? I come to you in person and still you refuse my offer? Arrogant fool. the subject of arrogance, earlier I bow to your superior knowledge, but that's all the bowing you'll get from me. As I told you a dozen times before, I ain't no one's lackey. But my dear Leofard, how else do you propose to survive an expedition to the ghost ship? I would fear for my life, with naught but your feeble crewmates on my back. Well, I'd fear for my life with your mangy crew at my back on account of them being murderous, untrustworthy bastards to a man. That face. I thought you cleverer than this, Red Bill. But no matter. I always get what I want in the end. So it's merely a question of method. She is buff. Holy heck. Now there's a face I've not seen before. You know the look of one of Leofard's little birds. She's a guest. You understand the concept, don't you? You know, when someone is invited instead of just bursting through the door whenever she damn well pleases. That's right, Leah, captain of the Talons. She knows Leofard's the best sky pirate alive, and the fact he won't join her sticks in her craw. Are you gonna let them talk to you like that, Captain? We should teach them Red Bill some respect. Patience. When all this is over, we shall see who rules the skies. That's a lot of loot. Ho there, hero! I promise you high adventure, and high adventure you shall have, for we plan to board the Sea of Cloud's very own ghost ship. Our what folks have taken to call him one anyway. Every day for the past few weeks has brought with it a new sighting of the self-same vessel. Massive airship of queer design adrift on the wind. Being a curious lot, there were a few buccaneers who tried exploring below decks. Not one of them's been seen since, so naturally, they're saying the ship's cursed. Well, haunted. Like I said, an honest-to-God's ghost ship. My guess is she's another relic left behind by the Alligans, but we won't know for sure till we've had ourselves a good poke around inside and liberate whatever ancient treasure she's got moldering away in her hold, of course. But before we start dividing up the spoils, we've got to find the damn thing, which is why we've been working on this special new device. Finding her will be the easy part. What we can't do without is a veteran explorer what ain't afraid to fling herself face first into the jaws of danger. Yep. And now I know you're a gallant champion of the people and all, but strip away the fame and the glory, and I'll wager you're still an adventurer at heart. So what say you, Arya? Fancy a plunge into the unknown at the side of the Red Bills? Then it's settled. Let's pay a visit to our crewmate Utada. She's been working on a way to track the vessel. Ay, 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 ay. Should have known. Oh hey, I discovered a new location. Oh hey, look, we're up here now. Greetings! The name's Utada. I suppose you call me the Red Bill's Chief of Engineering, smithing, carpentry, magitech. So if it's part of an airship, I can fix it. Just don't expect to see me waving a cutlass and swinging over the rails. If there's fighting to be done, well, that's what we have you for! To rule the skies. Well met, ladies and gentle pirates. Now that we appear to have our hero, I'm happy to report that we've overcome the last obstacle to boarding the ghost ship. Me and your project is proceeding as planned. That it is, Captain. I knew this would be the perfect place to take readings. The scant amounts of background ether make it easy to track. Follow the derelict's trail. The ghost ship has what Utada tells us is a unique etheric signature. She's been building a device that can sniff out this particular spectral flavor and point us in the right direction. I call it the Ecto Compass. It's allowed me to collect some solid data on the vessel's movements and plot a reliable intercept course. No groping blindly through the clouds for us. All the ships are loaded and ready to fly. Just say the word, Captain. Utada, you best stay here out of harm's way. Keep an eye on them ether trails, huh? Aye, Captain. Grab an armload of treasure for me. Now, we've got no way of knowing what's waiting for us on that cursed hulk, Arya. So you best bring along a few mates what you know you can trust. Don't hurt to be too careful, seeing as how you'll be going in first and all. I did tell you to be going in first, didn't I? Well, you will. The rest of us will be going in the rear, just in case Radley and her brood decide to stick their beaks in where they ain't wanted. Don't worry, she'll not get past us, so you can concentrate on carving a path into the ship's belly. An honest-to-God scoutship! This is gonna be an adventure and a half! The Dayfinder has been updated. The Void Ark is now accessible. So, I am actually going to have to do this one a little bit differently. I honestly should have done this with Labyrinth of the Ancients, but, so, this is going to be speedrun to heck and back, especially right now. So, I'm going to have to rerun it to get the full, or it's quote-unquote full final boss, at least from the start, because I'm going to be cutscene is going to end up half dead. I just know it. So, yeah, this is a 24-man. Welcome to the 24-man series of Heavensward. On the bright side, this queue shouldn't be too long. On the downside, I'm gonna have to do this twice. Yeah, we're double DPS and we had like a 60 second queue. Yeah, so this is gonna be speedrun to heck and back. I'm gonna hopefully try and remember all the mechanics. I might have to interject on this from the second run if I forget something. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even gonna throw on Fist of Fire because it's gonna drop. I have honestly been dreading this, I won't lie. Just because of the whole speedrun factor. Like, this one isn't hard. It's just that because it isn't hard, it's gonna be go, 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 go. Like Labyrinth of the Ancients is. So, yeah, compared to Crystal Tower series, they have learned, sorta. This is still the easiest one of this series. Obviously, this isn't the easiest, but just, like, overall, it's still pretty mindless, but we aren't going to have the whole split up into groups a lot thing going on. And locked out separately. So, that's our first boss. Yep. So we're gonna have some waves of trash. Instead of being locked into specific areas, they are just going to be out here in the open. And I don't even have to hardly try to play my job right. I mean, we are locked from proceeding, but yeah. Man, whatever this thing is not treating this area very well, is it? So, just more trash. Lots of trash. This is definitely something to do better about. Later. Starting with the level 70 series. They were still, like, with Heavensward in general, they were still doing a lot of warning in terms of how to do these, but you can really tell. Alright, so these sharks are going to be coming down, and then we're going to have a little effect in the middle, which is going to bring about a bunch of sprites. So let's just jump into the middle and AoE on. And yay! They're all dead already. So the first boss, there is sort of a one party gets separated from the rest here mechanic, but not in the same nonsense. So this is Cetus. This is the thing that's been harassing us this entire time. Few key things to look out for on him. He's gonna do some across the arena stuff. He's gonna do this electric swipe. If you're in it, you get electrocuted, like some people just did. He's going to do a body slam. You will want to be near him. Obviously, we're going to because we're melee and it was actually pretty close. I guess it's not on the first one, but yeah, in general, you want to be near wherever he lands and body slam. Immersion is going to drop bubbles on top of people, or where people have been standing. Just put these petals on the ground. We've seen petals like this before. Symbiosis. I'm kind of trying to remember this as we go. Okay, this is not that one. So he's going to be off in the distance. We have to deal with these sharks here. He's going to choose a target, and this target is going to ideally bait him off into a corner, not into the middle of the raid group, because he's going to run across the screen and drop these bubbles. I guess you can also part him. So once he lands, he's going to use Electric Whirl, which is an AoE right in his targeting circle there. You want to be right in that targeting circle. Now we're going to have the separated groups thing. So everyone's going to be stunned. Two groups are going to be knocked back. The third group is going to be pulled in. So this is a twofold thing. The groups on the outside need to get rid of the Hydrospheres on the outside. The one on the inside needs to get rid of the Hydro Core. As we get rid of the Hydrospheres on the outside, the Hydro Core gets more and more vulnerable because it has a higher defense, as it has all of those. And that is the basis of Cetus. Yeah, I can't think of anything else really with this boss. And then they're like weirdly dragging it around. Here for WB. So, another thing they learned from Crystal Tower series, drop 2 pieces of gear. Oh my gosh. The fact Crystal Tower was 1 piece of gear sucked. So yeah, here's 2 pieces of gear. At least Labyrinth of the Ancients. So that's someone I mainly farmed in Realm Reborn days. So now we have another trash fight. There's going to be these 3 corners. Each one's going to have essentially the same animation. It's going to have a worm, a moth, and a knot. The knot will eventually explode. And we're basically just trying to clear this place. You want to watch out for this vine. The vine will smash down to a wall of attack. And that will hurt. And then there's going to be this marbles. Marbles, obviously bad breath. Yada yada yada. Hoping that the other thing that happens around here will happen. So far it is not. Another marble is up. Okay, so the one thing I'm talking about that apparently isn't happening, it's probably going to happen as soon as I finish explaining this, is eventually this fan here is gonna go bonkers, and... Okay, seriously, where the actual H is this being dragged? Oh, we don't have a tank on it. Figures. So yeah, eventually this fan goes like completely bonkers, and it's apparently not gonna happen. And there's these, you see these circles on the ground. There's a person that needs to stand in each one. And once you do, it'll make it be fine. If you stay standing in it, you eventually start getting electrocuted. I do have to be kind of careful. I have had a migraine today, so it's like, ah. I'm like, oh yeah, let's record while I have a migraine. I've been having enough migraines. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So I can feel it coming back. I've been fine. So now we have our second boss. So this boss is, it's sort of Leviathan and a retake. You're gonna have this Ermine Soul, which is like a thingy in the middle. Eventually there's a shield that's gonna be put up on each of them. One range can only attack one. Mage can only attack the other. So for instance, this one can only be hit by, or it can be hit by magic and melee. So these goop things are gonna drop. It's gonna put these tether lines between people, and they're like completely ignoring these people back here. Because they like to do that, because, you know. So, the boss itself, it's doing the same sort of thing. It's putting up a big, or it says that thing. It's also like tethers itself to this to heal and buff, and now it's preparing Shockwave Stomp. So what we want to do is not be in line of sight of the boss. And also, Ermine Soul is invincible, so let's just meditate. As you can hear the sounds of the invulnerability happening. So 4 enemies approach! These are gonna spawn some Archers. You want to kill these Archers as soon as possible. Ideally, they range and mages take care of these. And they are not. Because why would they? And I've been devoured. Because no one was taking care of it. So, after I'm done being devoured, we're gonna get to show off that also it does this AoE thing. I am now an unwilling host. So, a parasite's taken over me, and now I'm going to infect others. And this white mage wasn't even paying attention! Good job, white mage. Yeah, so you don't want those heads to stay alive. Pulse's Void obviously is a poison there, as you saw. And yeah. So that's that boss. And I don't think we have any more. Do we have any more trash? I don't think we do. I think it's bosses from here on. I think. You know, with how much people spam this, you'd think that would know it better. Oh no, we do have a trash pull still. Meddling mortals. Wait, Diablos! Arise and taste vengeance, my ravenous kindred! So Diablos is back! Yeah! Remember him? He's back. So there's gonna be 3 of these hellhounds, 1 per group, usually. Or apparently one tank is gonna try and take all 3 of them. They tend to die pretty fast. Once all 3 drop, more of those little coffins drop, and also we're gonna have these blackguards in play. The Spiltra gargoyles, ideally ranged characters take care of them. And the melee take care of this blackguard. The gargoyles are just gonna do this line attack. Nothing really too notable. They die super fast. They don't have much HP at all. So now, with that dead, we just have to take care of the remaining gargoyles. Not that fight. Now we're just down to bosses. So, folks, FF12. You know FF12. One of the black sheeps. You know it's an amazing game. Yeah. Yeah, FF12. Oh my gosh. Do that. Formless Fist. We're just going to go through a bunch of these warpers. So of course we are. So this is Cuchulaine. Ah, the delectable aroma of terror. How long has it been since last I feasted? So Cuchulaine is going to have a spit attack like so. You do not want to be in front of it. If you are in front of it, you will get a stacking thing of poison. In general, this area is going to have a bleed effect going on, so healers will want to keep regions up. It's going to do these spits like this, which will put effects on the ground, which people are just apparently not even going to dodge at all. Oh my gosh. Why am I not surprised? One bit. We have a white mage who is like, okay. So play on these tentacles, it's going to be lines from each tentacle. You want to be between them, otherwise you get concussed. Ideally max melee to make sure you don't get hit. I'm going to hold on the shoulder tackle because we are going to have ads coming up. Okay, Idol of Impurity. So Kushu is going to gain a vulnerability down, meaning that's our hint to stop attacking him. He's going to reapply the bleed. So those Gyre Towers we had to take care of. So now, yeah, those Gyre Towers were stacking bleed, but I guess because we had them low enough. Yeah. Anyways, Fubars. You want to not have the Fubars be in this line, which apparently these people don't know. He has a physical and magical stone skin. And see if they actually... Okay, that Fubar died. Yeah, you really don't want to have the Fubar alive when that finishes. So at this point, you want to ideally be up here, otherwise you're going to take a ton of damage. Also, it just lets you be grouped up for the healers. Alright, the room is going through it. So these orbs, if you either need to kill Cuchulaine now, or people need to run through them, otherwise they will explode doing massive raid-wide damage, and you can wipe from it. And now we hit a split plane. I was actually surprised we got to see all the main mechanics of Cuchulaine. I will be honest with you. Oftentimes we don't get to see the Black Lung. Waiting for it. Waiting for it. Seal off in 15 seconds! Move the sealed area immediately! I said, here we hit the split. Alright. Let's go. So, this is the boss. Echidna. Yeah, see, someone just rushes in. No care. You would intrude upon the Queen's very bedchamber. Only agonizing death can cure such temerity. So, Echidna has a basic haste buster. If you're in range of that, you will get knocked back. Just an annoying thing for the melees to have to deal with. Sickle Strike is the tank buster. I guess I could roll on the new stuff in the pool. This is a stack. They are, you know, oh, I guess we should actually make it clear. This needs to be a stack thing. Can either be on the very outside of this, or you will be in this thinner part on the inside. Yeah, Nemesis Burst, Knockback. Your fate shall be throttled and serpents quail such plum souls, right? Blah, 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 blah. So, at this point, Echidna is going to split into two snakes and an Echidna. These need to be separated, otherwise the two snakes will get a massive massive buff to their defense. And I have seen so many groups be like, oh yeah, let's just group them all together. No problem, no problem, no problem. Yeah, let me just tell you, it doesn't work too well. I was a little late on that. Sickle Strike. Should be another new mechanic coming up here. Alright, so some blood guards are gonna spawn, like spawn during that last trash bowl we had. Two of them are gonna spawn. You want to take care of them while also watching out for Echidna's attacks here. Should be AoEs. Another Sickle Strike. Lots and lots of tank busters happening. We're not even gonna see some of the moves, are we? Okay, Petrification, look away effects. You can see the giant eye. Of course, it didn't actually go off because we were killing it too fast. If Echidna lives for long enough, it will eventually jump again, start splitting, or it'll jump again, do a bunch of smashes onto the ground. You have to find the safe spots to avoid. And eventually, if you take way too long, she does split up again to make it so that you have to do the whole ads deal again. And yeah, so that's Echidna. I know it was like, ooh, you missed like the first 5 seconds, but I wanted to show the whole fight. And I'm just like, people, wait! We may have to do that for all of this entire series, honestly. Alright, achievement unlocked, touching the void. I've been trying to... The Void Ark complete. Sort of, for me. Sort of. So we get a guaranteed minion drop. By guaranteed, I mean I still have to win a lot. Because, yay, I lost the roll. Bugger me! I expected danger, but not a hellspawn bleeding nightmare made flesh like that. It didn't stop you in your maze, though, did it? That's some crew you've got there, and no mistake. Oh yeah. Loot! Right then, let's have a look inside that dirty great coffer type thing. Someone tells me it's filled to the brim with booty. Don't look at me, I never moved a muscle. Hi, Diablos. We meet again. What in the 7 hells is that bastard doing? This way! Swiftly now! Can anyone else see that talking cat over there? Bloody hells, this adventure's getting queerer by the minute. Before I take my chances with a prowling puss, then say here, get your things, mateys, we're leaving. But what about the loot? You can't spend it when you're dead! We either follow the furball or make friends with the spellsling and Voidborn. Your choice. God damn it! How's an honest sky pirate meant to make a living? The ship's breaking up. Is he trying to bring her down? The Void Synthesis is attempting to initiate dimensional displacement, but the gate, it cannot possibly be large enough for the entire ship. The Queen's coffin! He takes it beyond our reach! Well, there don't seem much point hanging around here. Let's get back to solid ground. It was a bit touch and go in places, I grant you, but here we all are, and all with our bits still attached. This calls for a foaming flagging up. Hold on, ain't we missing someone? Didn't I tell you Todd to wait for us here? Never fear, we've been keeping the girl company. But enough about her. Did you see the cannon on the ship? As you know, my dear Leopard, I am not easily moved, but the sheer power on display has set me all a quiver. Well, I hope you're content to admire it from afar. That vessel ain't for the likes of you and me. Do not presume to measure me by your own limitations. Besides, I believe I've shown how resourceful I can be. Which brings me neatly to the point. You have in your possession the device capable of tracking the ghost ship. Hand it over, or your engineers shall suffer the consequences. Perfect. A compass pointing the way to me, to my just reward. A weapon like that belongs in the hands of one with the will to use it. Come, lads, our business here is concluded. I'm sorry, Captain. They caught me off guard. You get a bang on the head or something? The man I knew would never give in to scum like her without a fight. Unless... What did you do to the compass? Who? Me? Not. Besides slipping the link roll into its case and like... So long as Redelia keeps it close, or Radlia keeps it close, you can be damn sure she will. We'll know exactly what them thieving bastards are planning. Anyone care to wager how long it'll take her to notice me little gift? Yay. That's very clever and all, but how are you proposing to stop her from getting her hands on that derelict and its great big cannon? I worked that part out, but I expect it'll start with us keeping a close eye on the towns. Before we get into any of that, though, I've got some questions what need answering. You should know more of the Void Ark, the ghost ship, as you call it. The Void Ark, so that's its proper name. I'd like to hear whatever you care to tell us, puss. And I, for my part, am curious to hear your stories. Ere we continue, however, I must insist that you address me by my proper name, Cuchulaine. I will not respond to puss or cat, and most decidedly, not furball. My tale begins long, long ago in the city of Mach, which once stood in the lands of Yafame. The sorcerers of Mach were masters of destructive magics, and they brought that terrible power to bear against Amdapor and Nim in the War of the Magi. The titanic forces they unleashed, however, took a heavy toll upon the land, ultimately resulting in a colossal flood that drowned the realm of Eorzea, catastrophe which my master, High Void Mage Cessair, was wise enough to foresee. Wait. Colossal flood? Are you talking about the Sixth Honorable Calamity? I suppose you would know it as such. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. When they learned of the fate of the way of them, the Machi Magi began construction of a gargantuan vessel that would bear their people to the skies and to safety. The operation of Void Ark, as the ship can be called, was entrusted to Cessair. Prior to that, of course, my master had been a prisoner in her own home, confined to her outspoken opposition to the war. So the Ark was meant as a sanctuary? Then how did it come to be so, I mean, what happened to all the people? And where did all the Void Scent come from? But what power do you imagine such a massive craft remains afloat? Aloft? Yeah. The energy required to raise the Ark was siphoned from over 1,000 otherworldly servants sealed within the vessel. Advances in Machi sorcery were made for one reason and one reason only: cataclysmic destructive power, and the swiftest and most dangerous method of acquiring that power was through the enslavement of void-sent entities. So the creatures of the derelict, they broke free from your master's control. At the very heart of the Ark, the Void Mages has entombed a great ruler of the Void-sent, Skothic, the Shadow Queen. But in order to control so potent a prisoner, a mage of adamant will was required, and me being Mock's preeminent sorcerer, Cicera was deemed best qualified, where otherwise my master might never have been released from her own imprisonment. Yet even with Cicera's peerless skill, the Shadow Queen could not long be subjugated. One after another, the lesser Void-sent awoke and ran rampant within the ship. In the end, Cicera and the 53 Void Mages aboard the Ark sacrificed their own life energies to return the fiends to their coffins, leaving me, the lowly familiar, to watch over a derelict prison. If I remember me Umbral eras right, this stuff you just described happened more than 1,500 years past, which is a good while by anyone's measure. And since everything seems to have been quiet on board your boat till just recently, I'm thinking something unusual must have happened to wake the inmates up. Am I warm? One day, a Void-sent that had taken the shape of a bat flew into the ship. At first, it was little more than a nuisance that I brushed away. The longer it remained on the Ark, the stronger it seemed to become. Eventually, I could not contend with its power, and it began shattering seal after seal. I may have had something to do with that bat. You have faced this bat-winged fiend before? It would seem then that the creature survived the encounter, and that he intends to celebrate his restoration by liberating his queen. Well, that explains that then, except for one small detail, namely where the queen's coffin went. It fell out of the ship's belly. I'm assuming it didn't just disappear, right? You recall the great rift that the Ark's cannon ripped in the sky? That was a void gate. Such a portal opens a temporary path through the void, allowing the ship to travel almost instantaneously from one location to another. The Void-sent, as you saw, only opened the gate large enough to displace the coffin. As for your coffin's destination, however, that is as much a mystery to me as it is to you. I beseech you, conquerors of the Ark, help me find the Queen's coffin ere the wards binding Skothic are dispelled. Smells to me like an adventure, and who knows what ancient moth-key treasures we might stumble on along the way. Gods know they'll make a nice change from all of the elegant tombstones we've been collecting. Yeah, seriously. I will help you. I'm not risking me high for the sake of the realm, you understand. I'll be damned if I let Radley or that pad-winged bastard take the freedom of the skies from me. You care only for how you might be inconvenienced? If the Shadow Queen were to return, it would have dire consequences for this entire star. Count your blessings for all I said we'd help, didn't I? Before we go rushing off in search of that coffin, though, there's preparations to be made. Might as well go get back to your usual heroic employment, are you? I'll let you know when it's time to round up your mates again. Cool. Time is now, my dear talent. Soon we shall seize control of the ghost ship and all its power, and rule the skies from here to the ends of the world. And that completes to rule the skies. Yay! Paying the bills. Oh, don't remind me. Oh, hey! You arrived at the vista. Handy. Oh no, Flanky's way over there. Alright. I hear we need to actually record that last boss, don't we? Okay. It was like a minute max queue on the second character. Darn it, I was hoping I might get pulled in on this run. No such luck. It's gonna be some funky editing, let me tell ya. So all this that I'm like mumbling through right now is like after everything, and the actual final boss is gonna be in place of where the other final boss would be. I didn't commentate at all on the other bit, so you know. Let's see if we can get the ventilation shaft going this time. Ah, I hate that. Oh, here we go. The voice saying being sleeping through your soul. No one is on this one now. Let's go. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. Air clears, you basically have to turn on the fan, but if you stand on them, you start getting electrocuted, so let's not keep standing on it. Yeah, deadly static has issuing forward. Blah, 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 blah. So that's basically them being like, don't just stand here after it turns on. Thank you. Someone found the wall. Alright. I need to remember which one I need to actually hit here, because I don't want to be that person hitting the one that's otherwise invincible. And this is like a terrible spot to tank this boss! Oh my gosh, what the hell? What is this person doing? I'm sorry for the swearing, but seriously. Yeah, okay. I want to be on Sawtooth. Clear those. Oh, I actually didn't realize that could hit that. Sometimes I've played this job in this rig. I guess on one hand, having it this close means you can still hit it back here. So some people are going to get smacked. So yeah, this is what happens if you stay in Shockwave Stomp. Dead. Dead. Alright, let's get myself situated near some arcades so I can murderize. Where's that last one? Oh, we're not doing that again. Yeah, he ate one. That is unfortunate. So yeah, one thing to note, because Sawtooth died last time, now that Sawtooth is dead, this enhances vulnerability up. Everyone can now just hit the pillar in the middle. Nice, 99. Why can't I do that when it matters? Hello again, Diablos. Meddling mortals arise into vengeance by ravenous kindred, yada yada yada. I'm about to get smacked, aren't I? Only once. Alright, since I'm on the range, I can actually take care of gargoyles much easier this time. I'm on range, was hoping it would hit that. Nah, people back there can take care of those. We are not going to be in the back. Nope. This group's even more go, go, go than my last one. Jeez. We skipped the Gyre Towers altogether. Hopefully I didn't do this too soon. So I believe Cuchulaine, if he does manage to eat one, gets a buff and the melee shield is already off. Jeez. Ah. And smart me. Walked right into the poison. Not only is this group much more go, 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 it's also higher damage. Oh, we're totally not seeing mechanics on the last fight. Totally not. Hey, it's daytime! Well, morning anyway, so now we can actually see the wind up Echidna minion that dropped. So there it is. She does randomly go into the coffin and then poof, pop back out. So, yeah, just like so. Yeah, so I guess thanks for watching. Next time we'll hopefully... Hold on before I do this. Alright. Next time, hopefully, we'll be able to find the Thornton group. Otherwise, we'll be heading on... Well, no, we're not heading on to 3.2 quite yet. I've got one more thing to do. Yeah, hopefully find the Thornton group. Otherwise, go on to the other thing and then head on to the 3.2. We'll still trying to find the Thornton group. Yay, Thornton. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep being more content like this. Or helps her keeping content like this and more. You can find links for that, such as my Patreon, in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt, signing out. Bye! Actually signing out from my main character, which doesn't happen super often, but hey.